Hey guys, welcome back to That Girl with Books. I'm Ria for those of you who don't know me, and I'm here with a new reading vlog. So basically, this vlog includes about a specific author, Cora Relay. I came across Cora Relay back in 2019 when I was on this verge of reading all the books that I have written so far in Mafia trope. I was kind of obsessed back then with Mafia, and I wanted to read as much as possible. And then I was making this list that what authors I have came across so far that have written in Mafia trope, and then I came across Cora, and then I realized this fact that Cora usually writes sweet plus dark romances, which is again a deadly combination. And then she doesn't go into like too much dark romances where there is human trafficking or where there is abuse or assault or that kind of stuff, but her romance are so genuine and so beautifully written that you are like, wow. It do come under different tropes like marriage of convenience, enemies to lovers, and then there is this young adult, but all of these tropes does include a mafia in it, because she hasn't written, I guess, a single standalone or a series that doesn't include mafia. So she usually writes in mafia. So while I was talking about the series that I'll be vlogging this on, so this series goes by the name of Born in Blood Mafia Chronicles. This series include, I guess, 4 or 5 books, and then there is an anthology in this, and then we see that in this anthology is basically what we say a collection of short stories which are usually written by different authors or by the same one. But since Cora has written this anthology do tell us about all the couples that I'll be telling you about. Those have the standalone, and they are really great. So I am like looking forward to recommend you them, and I really hope that you're gonna love them and adore them as much as I do. So the very first novel in this series goes by the name of Bound by Honor. In this we get to introduce to Arya and Luca. So we see that Arya and Luca marriage has been arranged as a peace offering between New York outfit and Chicago outfit, which are both the most ruthless crime families. And there is this marriage of convenience between Arya and Luca. Luca is, I guess, of 22 or 23, and Arya is of 18 years, and Arya is oblivious to blood, to crime. She knows what her father does and in what kind of a family she is born into, but she is oblivious to other things. And on the other hand, we see that Luca has always been taught to be this cold, ruthless killer, and he takes pride in killing people. He takes this manages this drug cartel and whatnot that we see in Mafia. And then we see that Arya is married off to Luca at the age of 18, and what she is expecting is some ruthless husband who will kind of hit her, and she doesn't know what to expect from this marriage because she is married for the very first time, as we see, and she doesn't know what to expect from him because she is not a kind of a girl who is been around men, and she doesn't know what to expect. On the other hand, we see when Arya makes her entrance in Luca's life, his life is kind of turned upside down because he is confused with all the feelings that are emerging with Arya being in life with him, because he has always been this single person and now he's married and he doesn't know how to make her believe that he will not hurt her but only protect her because he is his, like a territorial guy he is. And that's what we see, how Luca is torn between being a good husband or being a good boss to the most ruthless Bakrava family. I'll definitely recommend this one. I'll give this novel 4 stars out of 5. It comes under the trope of marriage of convenience, and it has all my heart and my soul. I'll definitely recommend you this one. The second in this series goes by the name of Bound by Duty. So in this novel, we see Dante and Valentina. Dante and Valentina are both from Chicago outfit only, and they also comes under the trope of marriage of convenience and kind of a second chance, because Dante and Valentina have been married off earlier and their respective spouses are dead, and Dante is on the verge of being the most youngest outfit boss, so he doesn't need to show this weakness kind of thing that he's without a woman kind of stuff. So he agrees to marry on Valentina only because he thinks that she will be a safer choice. She won't be demanding such kind of attention, such kind of love and other things, because she has recently lost her husband. On the other hand, we see that Valentina's life with his husband has only been a sham. She hasn't consummated their marriage because his husband was a guy kind of person, and this was also a sham because she was best friend with his husband, so she's kind of protecting his husband even if he is dead, sort of thing. And then her lives are threatened on the wedding night, but Dante kind of ignores her, and she is this confused in anger that what to expect, what to not expect, because she was thinking that this marriage might be a good chance for her because she hasn't felt those feelings in a long time. And so she's on this verge of making this cold fish feel, and that's how we see that how a strong-willed woman like Valentina makes Dante believe in love, in second chance, and how their marriage goes from being this strangers to this lovers. And that's all the novel is about. I'll definitely recommend this one. I'll give this novel 4 stars out of 5, and it was one of the really good in Marriage of Convenience. I was kind of connected to Valentina, not to Dante, if I be honest with you, but then again it was beautifully written. So the next in this series is Bound by Hatred. This is, I guess, the third novel in this series, and in this series we get to introduce to Matthew and Gianna. So Matthew is Luca's younger brother and Gianna is Arya's younger sister. Matthew sees Gianna for the very first time in his brother's marriage, and he's kind of obsessed and in love with her at love at first sight because of her red festy hair and her, what we say, nature, how festy she is, how strong-willed she is, and she's not someone to be crossed, and that kind of stuff we see. And then we see that Matthew proposes this proposal to Gianna's father that I want to marry your daughter, because her father is like kind of what we say, not a caring person. He's like, okay, I'll marry my daughter off to you. And we see that Gianna, since she's a strong-willed woman, she doesn't want to be some mafia trophy wife, so she runs away from her wedding, I guess 2-3 months prior to her wedding. And then Matthew is behind her to possess her, to obsess her, and to make her his. And we see that when Matthew courts Gianna in Europe, where she has built her life, she's forced to marry him again when they are back in their country. And then they married, and Gianna is with this all guilt, and that how many people have lost their lives because of my silliness, because of this person Matthew, and she's on this verge of making his new husband's life miserable, and she does every single thing to make him miserable, to make him run away from this marriage. But since we know that Matthew is in love with Gianna, he is like this, I don't care what you do, I don't care who you are or where you come from or what you have done in your past, I will always be there. And we see how a cold fish like Gianna gets melted by Matthew's love, even though there is no love in Mafia family. That's the novel all about. I'll give this novel 4 stars out of 5 again, because it was really nice one, beautifully written again. And the best part was, it was not like that they were enemies to lovers in first 50 pages and then in next 50 pages they were all kissing and doing mushy things, but it was like real slow burn romance that I usually like. So I'll definitely recommend you to read this one. So the next novel in this series is Bound by Temptation. In this we get introduced to Romero and Liliana. Romero is basically this soldier in New York outfit, and Liliana is, I guess, the youngest sister from Arya and Gianna. And we see that she is always been in love with Romero. He is kind of his first crush, and she has always been in love with him since she ever saw him in his sister's wedding, and she does every single tempting thing to tempt him. But since he is this loyal soldier, and though he is tempted, but he doesn't show that he is tempted towards Liliana, because he thinks that his duty to New York, duty to Luca, duty to New York outfit comes the first, and she is kind of off limits, because again there is this status difference, then there is age gap, then there is this what we say, 2 different families. There is a lot to consider, he thinks. So we see that when Liliana's father decides to marry her off to someone who is twice at her age, Romero is kind of hurt and pissed towards himself, and he thinks that now it's time to make a decision between my duty or between Liliana, because he has always been tempted by Liliana and is kind of in love with Liliana too. I'll give this novel 3 stars out of 5 because I couldn't connect with Liliana and Romero, to be honest. I didn't think that there will be a book of them. So the next next one in this series is Bound by Vengeance. To be honest, I couldn't put it under some kind of a trope because I don't know, this is not written from dual perspective. It is written only about the thoughts that Grohl and Kara, the hero and heroine of this novel, shares. It is written about their thoughts, what their mind are consisting of, and it's kind of, I can say, psychological kind of thing. So I couldn't put in some kind of a trope again. So I was telling you that in this we get introduced to our heroine Kara and our hero Grohl, which is also villain at the same time. We see that Grohl has been this bastard son. He is not wanted by anyone, not even his father or the people where he lives, and he has always been this hatred kind of a child. And when he kinds of gets Kara as his prized possession, he wants to possess her, obsess her, and wants to make her mine because he has never met or he has never gotten something that is his, and he wants to protect her at any cost. On the other hand, we see that Kara is kind of confused. She is in anger. She is she is not clear about her own thoughts, that whatever she's feeling towards Grohl is either hatred or it's either love, because she was expecting to be assaulted, she was expecting to be getting hurt, but whatever she receives is only kindness, and he is being so caring towards her that she doesn't know how to pretend to it or how to amend it or how to do, she don't know what to do in this novel. So we see that the novel is about then Kara and Grohl, how their thoughts emerged and how they came together, and when she demands that in order to have me you have to kill your own father and you have to rescue my sister and my mother, whether Grohl will go any limits or whether he will not, the novel is all about. I'll definitely recommend this one. I'll give this novel 3.8 out of 5. I give this 3.8 was only because of the reason I was intrigued by this writing, that it was written on someone's thought and it was not in dual perspective, and but I couldn't connect with Kara and Grohl again because again they were not from New York outfit. They were not from New York outfit or Chicago. They were completely from Las Vegas, which is another series I'll be talking about in my next videos. So again, it was a good read, so I'll definitely recommend you to read this one. Well, that's all I had for you in this video. I hope that you're gonna love and adore Kara as much as I love and adore her, and you're gonna love this series, and I really hope that you're gonna do love this extended part to Arya and Luca's life that goes by the name of Bound by Love. And then we have this anthology that I've already talked about. Thank you so much for watching my channel and my video. Like, share, subscribe, and please press the bell icon so that you get notified whenever I post a new video. Stay at your home, stay safe, and do wear a mask if you go out, and let's hope this pandemic ends soon and we all be able to go out as we were doing earlier. Again, thank you so much.